Hi Fitwit Nation, coming at you all the way from sunny Iowa. Congratulations on 20 years of Fitwit. I joined Fitwit when I was just 22 years old, so I can't give you a 15-second video with one memory. My Fitwit bingo card is full. What I have on my Fitwit bingo card is I've lost 20 pounds. I've met some of the best friends I've ever had through Fitwit. I have whitewater rafted with Fitwitters, camped with Fitwitters, paraded and festivaled with Fitwit. I was on a kickball league with people from Fitwit. I have rented and lived with Fitwitters. I ran 400 meters with a tire attached to my waist because of Fitwit. I've done burpees in cafeterias, a zoo, parks, and parking lots. I've picked 1 million turf nuggets out of my shoe because of Fitwit. I drove Stacy crazy because I talked during her directions and then had no idea how to do the warm-up. I have been to many Fitwit weddings, and best of all, I married a Fitwitter. I wish I could go on, but Josh is probably already going to cut this video short. But yeah, Fitwit has been a really important part of my life. Congratulations and thanks for 20 years of fitness, friendships, and laughter.
Hey Fitwit, here's a story for you. I started at Fitwit in January 2016, and at the time my kids were 2, 6, and 9, and I was staying at home and freelancing, and I was going to 8:15 classes, 9 o'clock classes, that sort of thing, after I'd get the older 2 off to school. And come summer of 2017, I returned to the full-time workforce in an office. And I remember I must have said something to Josh like, I don't know when I'm going to go to class. I'll be, at work. And he looked at me and said, why don't you just go to 6 a.m.? And I remember thinking, what is this man talking about? And here I am, almost 9 years later at 6 a.m. So thank you, Fitwit. It's been an amazing decade for me, and congratulations on your 20 years.
I started Fitwit because of a Groupon. I had never done anything physical, never been on any teams, and so when I started, it was not pretty. I felt like puking after just the warm-ups. And I remember early on in my membership, one day we came in and the workout was to do 100 burpees and run a mile for time. And I was just like, WTF, like, this is ridiculous. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I don't think they'd ask us to do something that we couldn't actually do. And so I did it. It was awful in all the best ways, but I did it. And I so appreciated just even being asked and challenged to do it because they knew that we could. And that was really amazing. So here I am, 13 years later. Thanks, Fitwit.
Approach and just give it your best. You got to reach your prime, and that's when you need to put yourself to the test and show us the passage of time. We're gonna need a montage. Ooh, it takes a montage. Showing up things happening at once, remind everyone of what's going on, and with every shot show a little improvement. To show it all would take too long, but that's called a montage. Ooh, we want a montage. And anything that we want to go, from just a beginner to a pro, you need a montage. Even Rocky had a montage.
Hello. I want to wish a very happy anniversary to Fitwit. A lot of people don't know this, but I go way back with Fitwit, before the beginning. I met Josh in 2004. I was working as a carnival acrobat. He and Aaron saw my act and came to talk to me afterwards. Josh was particularly interested in one of my moves that involved pressing my elbow against the inside of my knee, followed by turning my torso under and up. I told him it was a stretch that I had invented. I called it Earth's finest flexibility maneuver. Well, imagine my dismay, my shock, my horror 2 years later when I discovered that Josh had opened Fitwit and one of its signature moves was my move, Earth's finest flexibility maneuver, rebranded as the world's greatest stretch. Needless to say, words were exchanged. I contacted my lawyer, the same lawyer who represented me in my lawsuit against the Republic of Mexico for stealing my recipe for beans cooked twice. Unfortunately, the courts were not sympathetic. Neither case. Fitwit carried on, and I simmered in anger. After a while, I realized anger and resentment don't hurt anybody except the person who's angry and resentful. So in 2021, I came to Josh with a peace offering. I said, Josh, I'd like to bury the hatchet. Let me join your gym for 50% off the regular monthly rate, and we're cool. Josh said, no, you have to pay the full rate. 5 years later, I'm still here. I feel great. Fitwit has improved my physical health in countless ways, my emotional health in part because I spend 3 hours a week with very nice people. Thank you, Josh. Thank you all the coaches, past and present, for being the best hour of my day for the past 5 years and for a lot of other people's days for 20 years. Thank you.
Hi everyone.
We'd like to share what Fitwit has meant to us over the last 20 years.
Fitness,
Health,
strength,
the best coaches,
friends,
friendly acquaintances,
commitment,
discipline,
accountability,
raising Fitwit kids,
stability,
sanity,
routine,
aging gracefully,
camaraderie,
squishy banana relays,
hundreds of pandemic workouts in our garage,
thousands of loads of sweaty workout laundry,
silly t-shirt designs,
fire ant bites,
lots of crazy workout locations,
injury support,
getting me out of bed every morning,
9 a.m. trainer childcare,
countless workouts and formats,
always changing and evolving.
and really there are too many memories and benefits to list in this short video, but we want to thank Josh, Stacy, and the rest of the amazing Fitwit trainers that we've had over the years.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Fitwit.